Best of Milwaukee results are in. Chosen best in fishing is Milwaukee Offshore Fishing Charters. Relax on Lake Michigan's wide open water and enjoy a true fishing adventure. At Milwaukee Offshore Fishing Charters, we have fun and catch huge king salmon and trout. We use high-tech lures and equipment to ensure the most fish every trip. We have 3 custom fishing boats that can handle large groups. Children welcome. Call now, 414-553-9800, 414-553-9800, or visit us at MilwaukeeOffshoreFishing.com. Book now.
Roll. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 Derby City Classic. This is Dale Little Chatter Lorenz, and I am joined in the booth by my very good friend from Oshkosh, Wisconsin as well, Mr. Matt. Make strong knives strong. Matt Strong.
That's too many words.
That was horrible.
Too many words.
Absolutely horrible. Anyway, if the day couldn't get any better, you were wrong. You were completely wrong.
Wow, that was close.
We just had Thorsten Holman on the table, which ended up being a forfeit by his opponent. He's seen who he was playing and just went home. So we've been gifted with the fact that Mr. David Alcaide was in the house with a match to be played against Mr. Dennis Woolley. And so we got him on our TV table. So, yeah, life is good.
You want me to pinch you?
If you don't mind. Right? Oh, are you serious?
Dude, I was kidding.
Get it
I was serious. See, now you know for sure. So also, Dale needs to be pinched because since Torsten did not have a match, Dale went out and he told me he was going to play him for 1,000, and then asked Torsten to play for $1. So A, he's a terrible liar. B, he beat Torsten the first game.
Yeah.
That was pretty incredible.
So I'm 57 years old, and not that you needed to know that, just to put things in perspective. Thorsten Holman has been one of my pool idols my whole entire life.
Mine as well.
It was just, I was beside myself just being able to play, let alone run a rack. So it's a good day at Derby.
Yeah, no kidding.
So anyway, we've got a good match ahead of us. Mr. David Alcaide from UK? No.
I would help you if I could.
Spain.
That sounds right.
Yes. He's from Spain. Anyway.
Yeah, because he and FSR are always...
Correct.
Gotcha. It's probably something we could check out on the interwebs.
It probably would have been a better thing to get that figured out before we actually started talking.
Look like a complete idiot.
So, well...
I'm right in there with you, buddy.
So this is Outer Point Streaming, and we pride ourselves on mediocre commentary. If you were expecting a professional commentators, this match, I would suggest watching another stream.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, we don't even want you. If you're expecting professionalism, we don't even want you here. It makes us uncomfortable.
Anyway, in all seriousness,
Spanish. Spanish professional
yeah,
pool player.
Spain.
He was born 7 days before I was.
Whoa! You should play him in a game.
Seriously,
of pool.
like legitimately 7 days before I was.
You should play him in a game of pool.
Wow.
Seriously.
Yeah, that would be
incredible.
Huh. Okay. These are real people, folks. It's kind of cool.
You know, it's like I was telling Matt earlier, if it's already been an incredible 6 days that we've been here, and it just, the hits keep coming.
Yeah.
This is good stuff. So if you've never been to Derby before, I would really highly recommend.
Have to come. I mean, this was a bucket list item for me, for sure. So I was going to make it at some point. Ended up kind of last minute opportunity for me to come down, so I did, and geez,
damn it, we're glad we're glad you're here, Matt.
Yeah?
Yep, very much so.
All right, well, David doing David things
so
here.
This is
pretty much on the right side of the ball every single time so far.
Sure.
So
this is race to 9 ball. Rack your own. Magic rack is allowed if it is okay with your opponent. You don't. I think if you're going to use the magic rack, you have to both use it, or vice versa, something like that.
Thank you. It just looks like he's out there on the practice table right now in a tournament. Tournament play, just perfect every time.
So we're going to get you a little shot of the crowd. What's going on here?
Boy, lively bunch. We need to light off a firecracker here. Something. Wake people up.
Napping going on.
The guy on the right maybe asleep.
May or may not. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, 1-0, David. I'm going to go through kind of a list of what we have. If you look at the skirt that is on the stage where all of our viewers are watching from, those are not real logos. We actually put those on our
Well, they're real.
They are real logos, but
they're not stickers.
They're not stickers.
They're signs.
We can actually move them around if I wanted to right now.
When one of the players walks over to that side of the table, you'll see that the logo still stays in front.
We got the score. David was asking if we were keeping score. So anyway,
Yep.
the logo's there. One of them is it's not the most important, but the one that I'm gonna talk about first, and that's Inside Pool Magazine. Her name is Autumn Gurchella, and Tracy Lerma is the senior writer, if you will. Yeah, well, it's not even if you will, it is. She's the senior writer. So anyway,
Is this your first time saying this?
I'm starting to think it is. And along with that is his name is Eddie. We call him the Shine because he's bald. Altman,
nice.
and it's very endearing. If it wasn't for those three, we would not be here right now. And it is truly a blessing that we met them last year at the Junior Nationals tournament at Sticks Billiards down in Villa Rica, Georgia. Shout out to Monica Webb. So this has been, here we are. And we can't thank
You've
Inside
made it.
Pool enough. Yeah,
You've made it.
we've made it. So if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be talking right now. Well, I would, just not to you fine folks.
So is there any way we can still make that happen? To where you don't talk anymore?
I'll tell
Was
you
that-
what.
That might have been a little too mean right away.
No. We've known each other long enough where
FYI, there will be lots of sarcasm.
tons.
So,
Good to give out that warning.
just a heads up.
All right, I have never seen Dennis Woolley play before, so this is his first offensive shot.
Why is it offensive?
It wasn't that offensive.
I mean, he didn't hit it that bad. I mean, he didn't hit it great, but he didn't hit it that bad to be offensive.
And
As it goes
that's-
later in the day, the comedy really dips.
yeah, it's getting late at night here in Elizabeth.
We would like to
Indiana.
apologize for things that we've said.
And that we might see in the future.
All right, so Dennis didn't play lock-up safe there by any means, left him open shot, so David is off and running. He's really in good shape here. He's got to make sure he gets straight-ish on that 4-ball. Stop shot and then 5-ball here. It came a little bit further than that. I think he's still
One rail
okay.
Yeah.
Might put a little draw, come into the 7-ball here, but if you watch a lot of the top pros, and David definitely is one of them, they don't really bump balls too much.
Nope.
So I would say he's probably just going to roll at the end rail and come down. Nope.
But
Yeah, there. See, I'm an idiot.
Well,
so just in
actually-
case you're wondering, I'm an idiot.
No, you did say that he might bump that 7.
Right, but I'm
Yeah.
like, no, he doesn't need to. He won't. He's smarter than that.
It actually made that 7 much more accessible.
Yeah, no kidding. So,
yeah.
no, hit it good. Nothing much to see here at this point. David is just rolling. He seriously looks like he's just screwing
He's just
around.
practicing. Yeah,
Like,
like this doesn't even mean
Oh
anything.
yeah, I'll just run this rack like I do all of them.
This doesn't mean anything.
Perfect, like absolutely perfect. It's fun to watch. They make it look easy.
You're in charge of the scoreboard.
Oh, that's a terrible idea. So what's the player 1 score? Oh, freaking nailed that.
Wow. First time.
Boom.
That's not even
Yeah.
any training.
I got a little goosebumps there.
Me too.
I feel really. I don't know if that's good.
Not so close.
Okay.
Well, the crowd is now it's really starting to fill up.
Yep. People are piling in. What ended up happening, as Dale mentioned earlier, this is kind of a reschedule. They were scheduled to play a little bit later, because of Torsten's forfeit or for Torsten's opponent forfeiting. This table became available, and so they moved the match around, and both players were available, and here we are. So. A lot of the fans are now seeing that they're located up here, so they've been milling in here and filling up. So
Milling.
yeah, milling.
Nice. Love the big words.
That's not that big, Dale.
For me, it is. I'm not even sure what the meaning is.
Really?
I just thought it was cool.
Milling, like, scurrying.
Scurrying.
That's even longer.
That's a beautiful word. Scurrying.
I think that's probably used more for like rodents scurrying. But
Rats.
anyways, back to the game. Okay, so looks like he touched. Yep, he must have just touched the cue ball.
I think he touched the 2 with his hand.
Is it all ball falls?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. That would make more sense. Yeah, because he looked up.
He looked at David.
David kind of half got out of his seat, so he saw it, ball in hand. So here, perfect every freaking time.
It's annoying.
It is
Really annoying.
We've improperly used it earlier tonight, but this is the right time. It's offensive.
It is offensive.
I'm offended by how good he plays.
We try, and Matt and I talked about it before. This is their job. We have other jobs that we've chosen in our life that we don't get to. My job gets in the way of my pool game, and I'm not happy about it. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you
Sounds
have
about right.
Yeah, there you have it.
So, you know what I think he's playing for here? Like literally playing for? Nope,
Yeah.
never mind.
The carom.
I thought he was until he hit that draw stroke.
All right.
Now he's not.
Yet again, blew me out of the water.
Effortless stroke. Yeah. Man,
Perfect. Again.
so confident.
David, little roll it up and play the
Just
5 in the side, the stop stroke, the 6. It's.
Yeah.
We could actually just go to the bar for a little while,
Right.
and we'll be right back
So,
in about an hour.
well, this one he had
See.
to put a little. What the hell? Yeah, we'll just play 3 rails perfect. Like,
Good
I
times.
mean, I play like this on a bar box once every 2 years for 5 minutes.
That's a little bit more than I've seen.
Jeez.
I don't think it's.
Pinpoint position. I even tried to commentator curse him here, and he's still all right.
He's a little out of line though here.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's an entire
low
ball.
left, low left.
It's like an entire
Low
ball
left.
off though.
Yeah, slumming it. Yeah, perfect. He bobbled the ball for a split second. That's the closest chance that Dennis has had at a game here. Wow. Welcome to Derby. Can you imagine if this was your
first match?
Yeah, that's...
Yay, that was $175 well spent. I got to sit and watch David practice.
Yeah, just a warm-up, but it was my match. Dennis looks comfortable over there. Legs crossed.
We should get him something to drink or something. He might be sitting there for a little while.
Right.
Should I go? I'm going to go offer him a pillow and a blanket.
Right.
I really want to, just because of who I am.
Yeah, you are that guy.
I would.
For sure.
No, I wouldn't do that.
All right, so first break, David made, I believe, 3 balls. The second break, he made 2. The last one, he broke dry. So I'm curious if he makes any adjustments here. Trying that cut break. It's a pretty firm cut break, but came up dry again. So I'll be curious. One of my favorite parts of the game is the break. So I am always paying attention to how the better players are breaking and the adjustments that they're making. Because it's about the changes that you make. You got to do something to make a ball, and keep doing the same thing over and over again just doesn't make sense. So Always curious to see what kind of
no.
options. Oh. He didn't deserve that. That reminds me of The Color of Money. Remember that?
He didn't deserve that.
Yes, you did. I don't think he did, though.
I don't think he did either, actually.
What's the line in that match? Is this your first tournament? I apologize for the things that I've said on the stream. All right.
Well, you haven't said
Here
anything.
we go again.
Haven't said anything offensive yet, so
Okay, good.
I'm sure it's coming.
Yeah, give me time. I'm drinking Diet Dew, so things are going to get crazy here in just a few minutes.
The old
Just a freaking
forced
clinic.
draw.
I mean, he's just always on the right side of the ball. You know, sometimes a little bit off, but never to the point where he's on the wrong side of the ball.
Right.
So now that I said that, he'll do that. I don't know.
You
He's
wanna,
unsharkable.
You want to talk a little bit off.
He's uncursable.
A little bit off is watching me play. That's a little bit off.
Yeah,
Oh, that's terrible.
jeez.
Do you think he actually tried moving
Yes.
that 9?
I do.
I don't believe so.
No?
I really don't.
Okay.
Nope, I think that
Doesn't
was-
matter. If he missed it, he's perfect anyway.
Yeah, it's true. Now, would you go 7 rails here
Of course.
for? Okay.
Obviously. Don't ask dumb questions, Dale.
All right, just check. I wasn't sure.
Jeez.
Not sure
It's
how you would
embarrassing.
play it.
I'm embarrassed for you. All right. David's perfect again.
We should just stop talking. You know. Uh-oh.
Oh, somebody walked in. Okay, so this is my public service announcement. If you are at a pool tournament and you happen to walk in front of somebody and accidentally, you know, because people are just trying to be nice. You know, it's not like they're trying to shark anybody. But most players or most people who walk in front of somebody's shot line think that the considerate thing to do is stop.
Don't.
That is literally the worst thing that you can do.
Yep.
Just keep walking.
Walk. Keep
Like,
going.
I get it. You know, you realize that you're walking in front of a guy. Just keep walking. Because if you just keep that motion going, it doesn't seem, weird in any way whatsoever. People are expecting people to walk by in the background. So if you stop, you're like it is the worst thing you can do.
Or if
Just keep walking.
if there's a door that you're gonna go through,
Yeah.
that to enter the pool area,
Right. And there's a table on the other side of it?
right. The best thing to do is just peek inside and take a real slight little look.
Yeah.
If somebody's shooting,
Just look at part of the table. See if balls are moving.
it's
People are
not that
walking around
hard.
the table.
thank you for the PSA.
Yep.
All right, we've
Whoever
got,
that was, random
4-0.
person who came through.
4-0
so
in favor of the
It looks
amateur.
like he's moving the cue ball over maybe 6 inches from where it was before. Let's see if he does the cut to the side again. Yep, he's doing that direct cut.
That's your perception of 6 inches? Are you kidding?
That's what I tell my wife.
Wow. Yeah. All right. Whatever
She's
it takes.
okay with it.
No.
All right. So David made a ball, made that one on the side, and unfortunately ended up getting hooked on the 2. So he is going to roll out, aka push shot. And Dennis is back at the table.
Dennis is like, you know what? I'm taking this shot just because if I don't, I'm not going to get to shoot this rack.
Dennis looks like
He's
you
determined.
really don't want to make him angry.
He's determined. Mr. Woodward in the house.
Yeah. All right, this is a tough shot,
No doubt.
especially when you haven't made a ball yet. Yeah, and he scratched. Oof,
Nope.
don't scratch. All
Nope.
right. Well, they left David tough. All right, I don't think he can see enough to cut this in. So he's going to be looking at playing defense most likely. I would say hit the 2 ball a little bit full, try to put the cue ball on the backside of the 9 ball.
What's up, Sky?
Is this your setup? Yeah, they said they moved my match to in the morning, but I'm already out of one thought. Is there any way to get a hold of that guy and play tonight? The guy I play, they said.
All right, so he played well enough to get behind that 9 ball.
Because I really don't want to play at 10 a.m.
Dennis, I don't believe, can see the 2 ball.
I'll play at my table still, but they said something.
Definitely a tough spot here. So I was going to have to hit the rail before the side pocket with a little bit of right-hand English on it.
All right, I'd like to apologize to our viewers for the lack of mediocre commentary.
Actually, congratulations
Mr.
for the rest, for the respite.
We had Mr. Sky Woodward come into the booth to ask me a couple of questions, and I didn't mind answering them. So,
All right. So, basically, what's happened since we were last here is the same thing. Before we left, is David just running out from everywhere. Pretty much in line on pretty much every shot. It's a clinic. It's fun to watch. All right. So going back to the break, he's made a couple balls the last couple breaks. I would imagine he's going to stick with that. Didn't get the one ball this time. He has been getting the one. That one hit both of the outer points and is now allowing Dennis back at the table here. It's been 2-3 games since Dennis has been at the table. So this is not too crazy difficult of a shot normally, but under these circumstances, definitely this becomes a difficult shot.
so Matt, remember when I said maybe about 15, 20 minutes ago that this day couldn't get any better?
Yeah.
It just did.
Yeah, Sky shows
It
that.
literally just did.
We are too much of fans to be doing this.
Yeah, no doubt. we shouldn't even be allowed in this booth.
We're
And
geeking out way
and it's
too
ours.
much over these pros.
Good stuff.
All right, so Dennis, it was a tough shot, honestly, if you've been sitting in your chair for a couple racks and then happened to get a scratch on it. So
Look at this
this
shape.
is just, it's been the whole match. Literally just doesn't matter where it's at. Just put a spot down and he hits it every single time. I'm curious. Well, actually, he's probably going to play that combo. That's what he's lining up right now. So he's just got to get in the right, get that right angle on it to where he can. It's so perfect. So what do you say? What else do we say?
I'm going to have to apologize. We're going to have to. All right, we're going to mute Matt's microphone right now.
Good.
He's over here just crying at himself. That the bitter disappointment and everything else, knowing what he thought he could have been, being a pool player and everything. It's just. Yeah, behind the back. Let's draw this one rail and out just to get perfect shape. Do it. One rail and out. Aw, boom.
Oh, jeez. He made the right decision again. And is so freaking perfect on every ball.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Unreal. Like, this isn't surprising because he is one of the elite and has been for years. But still, it's just something to see it. Fun to watch.
I feel horrible for Dennis. I do, but I feel really good for me right now.
This,
this is
it's
a
legitimately,
clinic.
this is why you come to Derby.
It is.
Is
to
just
watch
to have a
stuff like
chance
this.
to participate with greatness. I mean, these players are just phenomenal players that have dedicated their lives to the game, and I mean, it's on showcase.
I have to mention another one of our sponsors before David breaks and runs the rest of the set out.
Probably snap a 9 here.
That doesn't count. So, JP Shower Custom Cues out of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Mr. Joe Pischauer and his son Riley
Yeah, talk faster.
have been just so generous over the last 3 years and given us cues to raffle off and everything for our veterans tournament, for our Ronald McDonald House Charities Foundation fundraiser, and they gave us a cue to raffle off for helping our expenses down here at Derby. So it's look at that. Look at the spin that was on that ball.
What's the actual
to get-
actual F?
I'm telling you. There's like it's magic.
I honestly, after he finishes
go.
this rack, I don't think
Please
I
d-
think he's
okay.
gonna go rack another one
Please don't.
because
do
I
it.
don't think he's even paying attention to this. Like, it just seems like he's just in his practice room.
Okay, make me a promise that you don't drool on him.
Does the microphone count?
Yes.
You might need to replace this microphone. Just FYI. It's insane. It really is. He's hit every shot perfect for a race to 9.
I'm not gonna say anything in front of Dennis, but there will be. Just miss one ball, please. Just come on, just miss this 9 ball.
Oh my gosh. Unreal. Jeez.
Well, talk about being in dead stroke. That's pretty much it, folks.
Wow.
So thank you everybody for tuning in. This is Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz, and my co-pilot over here is the one and only Matt Strong from Strong Knife Company. Check him out on the website or the interweb. Anywho,
The interwebs.
thank you everybody for tuning in. We are off the air for this evening and headed out for some sleep for tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.